Yo, what's up YouTube? So this is going to be my movie review for Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil and Vile. So this movie is about Ted Bundy, and if you guys don't know who that is, he is one of the most notorious serial killers in all of American history. This movie is directed by Joe Bellinger, who is actually the director of the Bundy tapes, which is the Netflix original series. Zac Efron plays Ted Bundy in the movie, and Lily Collins, his girlfriend. Both have good performances, but Zac Efron is the standout in this. He's definitely earned his acting chops in this movie. Why I'm saying his performance is so good is I've watched all the Ted Bundy tapes on Netflix. I've watched all the Bundy documentaries, so I've got quite a good sense of Ted Bundy's mannerisms, the way he talks, the way he smiles, the little gestures he gives, and I can tell Zac Efron, he has put in his homework. I mean, there's certain scenes where I was like, wow. I mean, that is, you know, obviously he's not going to look identical, but that is Ted Bundy on a movie screen. The movie's got to be very careful because in real life, Ted Bundy was very good looking, he was very intelligent, but he was purely evil. Some of the things he'd done were astronomically disgusting and god-awful. So the movie's got to make sure and be careful not to glorify him, which the movie doesn't. I mean, there is some strange scenes in there, and we're going to go through them momentarily, but I just wanted to say, Zac Efron, your performance, I'll give you that, man. This dude, he can act. I knew going into this movie that it was going to be a hard film to review. It was a challenge because I have a very high knowledge of exactly what happened in his case and the history of everything, the timeline and the years things happened. And it's sad for me to say that the first 25 to 30 minutes of this film is super choppy. Very, very choppy. And of course I had a feeling it might be like that, but not to that extent. I mean, the film's an hour and 45 minutes. I would have personally preferred a 2.5 hour movie that showed everything, but obviously they've got the Bundy tapes, they have all those things, so I think they're just trying to show things in different ways or scenes that you never really saw in the Bundy tapes, which I'm going to talk about now, which were good things about this movie. Some of the things that Ted Bundy done were just crazy. They were crazy. You hear about them in the Bundy tapes, and you sort of see the aftermath of them, but you don't really see how he done certain things, how he escaped from certain situations. You don't really see any of that, but in this movie, you do see it from his own perspective. That was really cool to see. There were certain things that were said on the news when the time of the events happened, and you actually see them happen in the movie, which I really appreciated because you see it from his personal view and you see it unfold. You see what he done to do certain things and how he escaped from situations, and that was cool. That was really cool to see. However, there are bad scenes in this film as well, which I'm gonna touch on them now. There were a lot of talking scenes in the movie between Ted and his girlfriend, and I'm pretty sure they didn't happen. I'm pretty sure they're just in there for the movie. I mean, in all the documentary, there's no evidence, there's no anything that these specific conversations actually happened. So I'm pretty sure they were just done for the movie, and it sort of took me out of it a little bit. I mean, I know they had to fill the movie with scenes that, you know, you haven't seen before, because otherwise there's just no point in the movie. But I didn't really connect with those scenes, unfortunately, I must admit. However, on the flip side to that, I totally appreciate the factual scenes that are in the movie that we know happened 100% factual events, and you see them from Ted Bundy's perspective. Great to see. Just so you know, guys, because I did get asked on Instagram, this film is not gory, it's not a horror, it's not treated like any of that. So there's no gore, there's no mutilation, there's no anything like that in this movie. So yeah, guys, I mean, I knew this was going to be a challenge to review for me, and my rating, you know, if I'm going into this movie fresh and I didn't know anything about Ted Bundy or anything of the events that occurred, I'd probably rate it higher. But for me personally, knowing everything I do, I'm going to give Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil and Vile 5.5 nerds out of 10. Like I said, if I went in there fresh and clean, I probably maybe at a push would have given it a 6 out of 10. But the Bundy tapes are on Netflix. I mean, Joe Bellinger, he's done both, and I have to admit that, I mean, you guys should go and watch that, because honestly, it's probably one of the best series on Netflix. I've watched it twice now, and it's scarily good. How good it's put together. Joe Bellinger, he's a master of what he's done in that show. He's a master. Go check that out, guys. And that's my review, guys. So I'd love to hear from you. Have you guys seen the film? Are you going to see the film? Are you going to skip it and just go straight to the Bundy tapes? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you all very much for watching my review. And remember, you will subscribe.